Hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer neuen Episode Let's Play Mass Effect 2. Wir sind mit unserer letzten, ja, was ist das, Mission fertig. Sind jetzt gleich zurück auf der Normandy, wo wir Professor Morden Solus rekrutiert haben, der uns jetzt Waffenupgrades und sowas machen können sollen könnte. Keine Ahnung.
Welcome to the Normandy, Professor. It's an honor to have you on board.
Yes, very exciting. Cerberus working with aliens. Unexpected. Elusive man branching out, maybe? Not so human-centric.
You're very well informed.
Solarian government well-connected espionage experts had top-level clearance once, retired now. Still, hear things. Informed of name only, no knowledge of man behind it. Anti-alien reputation listed as problematic.
Don't kid yourself, Professor. Humans still come first in the elusive man's eyes, but this mission is too big for them to handle alone.
The Collectors are abducting human colonists out on the fringes of terminus space.
Not simple abductions. Wouldn't need me for simple.
Entire colonies disappear without a trace. No distress signals are sent out. There are no signs of any kind of attack. There's virtually no evidence that anything unusual happened at all, except that every man, woman, and child is gone.
Gas, maybe? No. Spreads too slow. Airborne virus? No. Slower than gas. Drugged water
You
supply?
don't have to
No.
sit there and guess. We collected samples from one of the colonies. I'd like you to analyze them and figure out how the Collectors did this.
Yes, of course. Analyze the samples. Going to need a lab.
There is a fully equipped lab on the combat deck, Professor Solus. If you find anything lacking, please place a requisition order.
Who's that? Pilot? No. Synthesized voice. Simulated emotional inflections. Could it be? No. Maybe. Have to ask. Is that an AI?
This ship is equipped with an artificial intelligence.
An AI on board? Non-human crew members? Cerberus more desperate than I thought.
The Collectors have taken tens of thousands of colonists. We'll do whatever we have to do to find and stop them.
Yes, of course. Can't risk being captured like colonists. Need to identify, neutralize technology. Need samples. Which way to the lab?
Follow me, Professor.
Ich mag den Kerl. Wirklich, das ist auf jeden Fall cool. Er hat auch so eine merkwürdige Art zu sprechen und so. Research unlocked. Wo kann ich jetzt researchen? Muss er ins Labor gehen für? Weiß es gar nicht mehr. Ah, Research Terminal. Weapons Upgrade. Submachine Gun Damage. Iridium required. Ja, komm, researchen wir. So, Armor Upgrades. Was haben wir hier? Medgal Capacity und Tech Damage. Wir nehmen mal Medgal Capacity. Kann man das jetzt noch weitermachen? Ne, erstmal nicht. Dann muss ich wieder wahrscheinlich finden dann. Was haben wir noch? Prototypes, was ist das? Heavy Weapon Ammo. Das ist doch nicht schlecht. Haben wir noch hier irgendwas? Weapon? Können eigentlich mal alles researchen, ne? Ich sehe da jetzt irgendwie nicht so wirklich Problem mit. Okay, da habe ich nicht genügend Iridium für. Das ist ein Trauma-Modul. Okay. Unity heals your score to full. Okay, das ist nicht schlecht. Nehmen wir mal das mit. Prototypes. Habe ich da schon alles? Missile Launcher nehmen wir mit. Upgrades. Ach, die habe ich jetzt alle geholt, oder was? Ah, okay. Interessant. Jetzt kann ich mit dem schwätzen, gell?
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to talk?
Of course. Plague on Omega dealt with. Plenty of time to analyze Collector intelligence. Impressive laboratory setup. Missed working for operations with a budget. AI in particular. Very helpful. Best setup I've seen since work with Special Tasks Group.
Is your assistant Daniel settling in all right?
Quite well. Safe and secure. Neighborhood mostly quiet with Plague gone. Left him the security mechs just in case. Can't be too careful. Also tired of mechs. Noisy. Never used them in STG.
It must have been frustrating working on Omega with such a limited facility.
No, loved it. Limited facility presents challenge. Save greatest number of people using limited resources. Security threats, gangs, mercenary groups add additional difficulty. Quite enjoyable. Plague stretched abilities to limit. Couldn't have asked for more. Also, enjoy. Saving people, of course. Helping the helpless, greater good, all that too. Nice. Retirement after SDG work complete.
Tell me more about the Solarian Special Tasks Group.
Respected organization. Clandestine. Handles difficult assignments with limited oversight. Recon, analysis, occasional wet work. Identify problems, have neutralization options ready should need arise. Model for Council Spectres based on Special Tasks Group. Very similar.
Similar in what way?
Solarians lack numbers, brute strength, military prowess, have to rely upon stealth, intelligence. Agents trusted, given wide operative freedom. Spectres similar, given goal, told to accomplish. Better, funded, of course. Didn't have to buy our own weapons.
You said you were in the Special Tasks Group. What kind of research were you doing?
Not simply research. Several recon missions. Covert, high risk, served under young captain named Kirihi. Studied Krogan genophage, took water, tissue samples from Krogan colonies.
I worked with an STG captain named Kirihi. His team helped me destroy Saren's cloning facility on Burmire.
Heard he was part of that. Jury-rigged explosive. Always got job done with limited resources. Good captain. Bit of a cloaca, though. Loved his speeches. Hold the line. Personally prefer to get job done and go home. Probably military bravado, jargon, chest pounding. No offense.
Okay, cool.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Bioweapon designed by Solarian science team. Deployed by Turians against Krogans to end Krogan rebellions more than 1,000 years ago. Affects every cell of Krogan body. Commonly and incorrectly considered a sterility plague. Actually adjusts viable fertility rates to compensate for high Krogan birth rate. Stabilizes to pre-industrial population growth levels.
Why would STG study the genophage?
Krogan rebellion's bloody, dangerous, nearly as bad as Rachni attacks. All species evolve, adapt, mutate. If genophage weakens, need to be prepared.
What was the STG preparing to do?
Military schematics for likely Krogan population growth, political scenarios for attack points. Genophage reduced Krogan numbers. Species aggression unchecked, population explosion would be disastrous. STG helped check Krogan rebellions, needed to be ready to do the same. Simple recon, nothing to worry about.
Nice talking with you, Morden.
Should get back to work, need to study. So much data. Here if you need me.
Okay, das war mal wieder ziemlich interessant, weil diese ganze Genophage-Sache gefällt mir eigentlich auch immer ganz gut. Wo habe ich denn diese Miranda stehen? Ich weiß gar nicht, steht die vielleicht unten? Das ist ein Elevator.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Okay. Unread messages. Take care of Garrus. Commander Shepard, my husband was one of the men serving on Garrus' team. I don't know how much Garrus talked to you about what happened. I don't know the specifics myself, only that my husband died in a trap set by those bastard gangs. I know Garrus blames himself. He took every shot fired at his squad as a failure on his part, and it was clear when he sent me the message about my husband that he thinks it was his fault. My husband would never have wanted that. He was proud of the work he did on Garrus' squad. He was taking back Omega from the gangs. He died fighting with honor. I miss him. God, I'd give anything to get him back. But whatever happened there wasn't Garrus' fault. You're his commander now. Please, if you can, help him stop blaming himself. And please don't tell him that I sent you this. Thank you. Nala Butler. From Chief Medical Officer Chokwas. Commander, I've done further investigation regarding your facial scarring, and the old adage of mind over matter holds true. Negative attitudes and aggressive acts create adverse reactions with your cybernetic implants, while peaceful thoughts and compassionate actions promote healing. If you maintain a positive outlook, I believe your facial scarring will heal on its own. Otherwise, there is surgical equipment we could use to insulate your cybernetic implants and accelerate your healing regardless of your mental outlook. I have updated plans for the new medical equipment to your research terminal in the tech lab. Okay. Schauen wir uns das doch mal an. Aber ich war doch gerade im Tech Lab. Huch.
I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Ms. Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss, I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests, advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
Your trust is well placed, Kelly.
I knew it would be. Thank you, Shepard. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
I better go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Med Bay Upgrade, okay. Hier ist es. Gucken wir mal. Research Terminal. Prototypes ist noch eins drin. Das ist was anderes. Ship Enhancements. Med Bay, da brauchen wir Platinum. Und zwar eine ganz schöne Menge. Okay. Das ist cool. Armor Upgrades, Tech Duration und Trauma Module. Okay, ansonsten haben wir glaube ich nichts mehr bekommen. Aber 50.000, das wird glaube ich eine ganz schöne Schwierigkeit, das zusammenzubekommen.
Commander, can I help you with something?
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Sounds good. Have to say you run this ship tight, and we're getting things done. We keep on track and maybe we'll figure this out. I hope so. I'm not looking forward to the debrief if it all goes to hell. Is there something specific, or are you just checking in?
I heard you were big in the Alliance. Figured we have something in common.
I did some things that caught attention and stirred up the Citadel. That was after the Alliance put me on leave, though. Didn't drive a Mako through a relay or take down a Reaper, but you covered that.
You make no apologies for doing what you had to. I admire that.
I couldn't go back to the Alliance, not after the cover-up. They did the same to you. General public never knew you were dead or heard the real story of the Citadel. Did you know they used you on recruitment ads? You were the human ideal for like 6 months. Then they replaced you with a composite image they invented. Guess you didn't focus test right. Perfect example of humanity, and they still dumped you.
You liked what you saw, Mr. Taylor?
I meant that you were an example of what we can do, Shepard. Commander. I don't want this to get weird. I should get back to my duties. Everything has to be perfect if we're going to survive this.
All right, Jacob. Back to your duties.
Commander?
Also wenn das mal kein heftiges Flirten gewesen ist, weiß ich auch nicht weiter. Und ich habe es nicht mehr versucht, ich habe nicht mehr drauf angelegt. Aber schon schön. Ich würde am liebsten, ehrlich gesagt, jetzt erstmal Liara abholen. Kann ich jetzt hier irgendwo nachlesen? Ship and Vehicles, Organization, Council Races, Extinct Races, Aliens, Non-Council, bla bla. Ja, Mark All Viewed, ja, ist egal. Secondary. Okay, kann ich nicht. Ah, Journal ist das, glaube ich, ne? Ja, alle erstmal hier. Omega haben wir geschafft. Kriegen wir denn hier irgendwie Archangel, Adiat Log. Ach so, ja, richtig, das sollten wir auch noch tun. Kann ich denn jetzt hier gucken? Squad? Ach, ich kann skillen wieder. Cryo Armor. Was ist das? Das Armor bla bla. Habe ich das nicht schon? Ne, ich habe das Raptor Armor, ne? Cryo Armor ist was anderes. Incinerate. Ich glaube mal bei Operative einfach einen reinzusetzen. Ist erstmal so das Beste. Ja, und dann schauen wir nochmal unten vorbei. Bei der guten, wie sie auch immer heißt. Aria, was auch immer. Das sollte man nicht vergessen. Kann ich diese... Ja, ich kann es abbrechen. Wunderbar. Ja, müssen wir mal gucken, wo Liara ist, weil das ist so die ich so relativ fix rekrutieren möchte. Weil, wie man vielleicht im ersten Teil, ne, den ich auch gespielt habe, schon mitbekommen haben könnte, Liara ist cool. Ich mag die unheimlich gerne, von daher muss die sofort wieder eigentlich dabei sein. Komm, wir nehmen mal Archangel und Morden mit. Ach, den können wir jetzt auch skillen, ne? Solarian Scientist. So in der Exploding, ja komm, das klingt doch gut. Cryoblast ist ja jetzt auch drin. Omnitool Fires and Mass of Super Cool Sabaton, okay. Das ist natürlich für mich jetzt erstmal so das Nonplusultra. Der ist geskillt. Ist gut. Dann. Achso.
Dr. Solis's assistant has been helping any patients with complications.
Excellent. Knew he could do it.
Come on, let me in. Come on, let me...
Das sieht schon irgendwie ganz cool aus, ne, dieses Afterlife. Wenn man hier durch das Fegefeuer quasi durchgeht. Ist schon cool designt. Auf jeden Fall. Hat sich mal jemand auch sehr gut Gedanken gemacht, wie man das anständig machen kann.
What do you need? This datapad was on one of the mercs going after Archangel. They were coming for you next. Let me see. Interesting. Would someone like to tell me how this information slipped the net?
I'll look into it.
Thanks for the heads up, Shepard. Looks like I'll have to do a little cleaning in my organization. Thanks. Maybe I'll come back later. You do that.
Okay, mehr hat das nicht gebracht. Das war nur kurz... Ich dachte, da kommt noch irgendwie neue Informationen, auch wenn die beiden hier mit sind.
Aria has a job she needs doing. You up for some work?
That depends on what Arya has in mind.
Aria's gotten word that some blood-packed mercs plan to kill an old acquaintance of hers, a Krogan named Patriarch. She'd like you to keep that from happening.
I'll look into it.
Good. Patriarch's downstairs, likely surrounded by his fans. Get him into hiding until the mercs move on. Come back here when it's done, and you'll get your due.
I'll be back when the job's done.
Good luck.
Downstairs, also müsste man hier einfach nur diese Treppe runtergehen? Private Room ist locked. Da! Da ist eine andere Treppe. Patriarch. Wo ist der? Wo steht der? Noch weiter runter?
Shepard Memorial Plaza on Elysium was voted this year's hottest wedding location. Under Admiral Hackett's orders, money raised from wedding fees goes to funds for Alliance veterans.
Ist hier irgendjemand? Nein. Irgendwie nicht. Okay. Aber wir sind auch wieder am Ende unserer Zeit angekommen, von daher sollte ich diesmal auch speichern. Das wäre, glaube ich, eine ganz gute Sache. Und dann sehen wir uns in der nächsten Episode wieder. Macht's gut. Bis dann. Tschüss.